Stephen Bauer is with the St. Simon and Jude Charity Committee. Recently, the committee got together and studied ways that we can measure charitable endeavors here at the church in a more efficient manner, and also how we will measure future opportunities in charitable giving. There are four different measures, I guess, that you're using. First, I guess, Stephen, you want to talk to us about the depth and breadth of engagement.
Of course, Jimmy, not a problem at all. So what we have are again, we had four different criteria. We have the depth and breadth of engagement, which is helping measure our different charitable organizations and endeavors on who's being involved, who's participating both financially or working on them, who are the leaders, what's the depth of the leadership, and other contributors. So that's the first aspect we're looking at.
The second measure is partnerships with councils, organizations, ministries, and communities.
Correct. So what we're looking at when we're measuring that is, are the different groups working with certain individuals? So for example, Habitat for Humanity, they're trying to partner with maybe the youth group. Is Pro-Life partnering with other groups or the family council? So that's what we're looking at there on which ones are charitable groups partnering with.
The third different measure will be, we'll look at the opportunities for spiritual transformation when you become involved and engaged in a charitable effort.
Correct, Jimmy. So what we want is, we really want, when people are involved in a different charitable organization, is how are they spiritually being transformed and developed through that group? Are they kind of tying back to the work they're doing, back to a scripture, or are they doing some small groups together, talking about the spiritual development of what they're doing, the impact that they're having on their on the lives? Because we don't want just the work you're doing to impact the people you're helping, but also we want it to impact you and grow your spiritual life with Jesus.
And finally, Stephen, I know that you all are also taking a careful look at the charitable efforts Catholicity.
Yeah, so this is something that Father Pat kind of thought of, and we like it because, you know, if we have two different organizations we can work with, and one is more Catholic based and one's non-Catholic based, we'd like to focus more on the one that's Catholic based, right? So that way, because we know that they're what they're focusing on is something that we believe in, and that it's in our belief system, versus other organizations might be almost anti-Catholic if we don't realize. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on organizations, if we have two to choose on, one that's more Catholic based.
Okay, those are the four areas, Stephen. Let's say a person has more questions or would like to become involved in some way. Who do they need to contact?
So what we're doing is, if you have a certain charitable endeavor that you would like the parish to be involved in, one is you can reach out to myself, or I believe that the main office, and we'll get you some type of form to fill out to submit, hey, this is a charitable endeavor that you want to have reviewed. Us and our charity committee will review those, and also ask for your input on some areas on what we would need to see to decide if this is something that we want to pursue. And then what we're currently doing for our current endeavors, like Habitat, St. Vincent de Paul, Pro-Life, is we're kind of working with them to say, all right, how are we looking currently on these measures, and you know, ways that we can improve them to make sure that what we're doing is good, and when we're measuring other ones, or we're looking at other ones, how do they stack up to what we're currently doing, to make sure we're not overlapping and spreading people too thin.
Good work, Stephen. Anything else you'd like to add today?
I don't think so. I think that's it, Jimmy.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Thank you.